Come here, stool. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Alrighty, nope. I don't own the rights to that music. So please, YouTube, I played it right from your channel. Don't come fist me over it. That stuff hurts. But the guy who I'm going to cover today does own it. Sorry, a little itch there above the stash. Alrighty, episode 13 already of We Still Got More Rockin' to Do, bitch. So we're going to get right into the theme song. We still got more rockin' to do, bitch. Thank you very much. A new addition to the Funko Pop family. It's the Five Finger Death Punch's mascot, Knucklehead. I also got the Alice Cooper Welcome My Nightmare up here again. I showed it last time. I got it up here right in front because we're going to discuss last year's Alice Cooper show. But I had a friend and his wife, Tony and Kelly, came out over the weekend from Illinois to do some Vegas stuff. Friday night we went and seen Trace Atkins. Because, my wife's a huge country fan. All four of us went. Good show, outdoor event, Sunset Station. And with them, they brought these shot glasses here. A Montana one and a South Dakota one from my friend's mom, Mrs. C. So thank you very much for these shot glasses, Mrs. C. They are awesome. Plus, I always forget where Mount Rushmore is at. So now I can just look at the shot glass and be like, it's right from there, South Dakota. Yeah, South Dakota. Alrighty. Anyway, right into the review. It was at the Dollar Loan Center Arena. Technically in Henderson, Nevada, but it's part of the Vegas Valley. It's Vegas. Venue holds over 5,500 people in it. And I'm sure there was every bit of 5,500 people there, at least. There was not a whole lot of empty seats. Place was rocking. This happened last October 8th, 2022. So not quite a year, but close. But I didn't go to like a rock concert last week, so I wanted to review a show. And since Alice Cooper just announced he's going to be with Rob Zombie here in Vegas, October 28th this year, I figured it'd be a good time to review the show. I got some other concerts coming up pretty soon. I'll have plenty of reviews. So we're going to do this one. This one opened with Ace Frehley. So this is going to be a pretty good show. Ran into Murray the Magician at the Cheesecake Factory parking lot, which is right across the street. He was just getting done eating. Me and my son park over there when we got a show at Dollar Loan Center Arena and just walk across. Makes it easier to get in and out of the arena area. It's a little bit of walking, but not much at all. It's right there. So no big deal, but said hi to Murray the Magician real quick. Got his show at the Tropicana. He wasn't working, so we didn't get a picture with him, but he could tell me and my son were on our way to the show. He was on his way to the show also. He was going to drive across, though, because he gets special parking because he's Murray. Anyway, like I said, let's get right into the review here. We got Ace is going to come out first, Ace Frehley. Lead guitarist from the original Kiss lineup. Of course, if you don't know that, you know now. And he starts off with the song, an Ace original, Rip It Out. Then into a couple of Kiss tunes, Parasite, Rocket Ride. Then he plays a song called Never in My Life. Then cuts right into like the Led Zeppelin version of Good Times, Bad Times, which was pretty cool. He did Rock Soldiers, which is a Frehley's Comet song, which Frehley's Comet is the first band that Ace had after Kiss. And then he plays Detroit Rock City. He did the Russ Ballard song, New York Groove, which he covers that song on his Kiss solo album back in '78. So he does a really good version of that. Shock Me. And then, of course, they let Ace do a guitar solo into the song Deuce to finish up his set. Now, I found out in writing later on a show review that he was supposed to play the songs Cold Gin and Black Diamond, a couple of old Kiss old school favorites. But there was technical difficulties with the guitar that he uses for New York Groove. So we pretty much had to drop those songs and didn't get to play them. I would have been glad to let him, sit an extra, 5-6 minutes just to let him play those 2 songs. And but one other cool thing is we're kind of waiting for Alice to come on stage. Sebastian Bach walks right past me because I'm on one of the aisle seats. I'm on one of the end of the aisle seats. And Sebastian Bach he's escorted by a couple police officers, but he walks right past me. And I was like, yeah, fucking hey, Alice, fucking Sebastian Bach at the Alice Cooper concert, So that was pretty cool to me. I thought that was pretty cool right there. I've seen Sebastian a couple times live on stage, doing free concerts on Fremont Street, which are always a good time. Fremont Street in general is all a good time. All right, now we're going to get into the Alice Cooper set, which is like pretty much the way the songs are set up with the theatrics and everything. They're pretty much telling like a whole story, and with the theatrics, it's like a whole story from the beginning of his set to the end. Starts off Feed My Frankenstein, then gets into an old Alice Cooper favorite, No More Mr. Nice Guy. One of my favorites next off the Trash album, Bed of Nails, which is a pretty good tune. Then he has a couple tunes that are alright, like Hey Stupid, Falling in Love, Be My Lover, House of Fire. Then he goes back to an old school Alice Cooper, Under My Wheels, which is a really cool old Alice Cooper tune. And then of course, onto the stage comes a big Jason Voorhees, who is the main character of the movies Friday the 13th. And, of course, song number 9 is going to be the song that was on the Friday the 13th Part 6 movie. He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask. So that was pretty cool how they included that in there. And then the next song is called Go to Hell, which is an old school Alice Cooper song. Really good tune overall. I really like that one a lot. Then he does old school I'm 18, which a lot of people who know Alice Cooper, the song 18. Then he does Poison, which is one of my favorite songs from the 80s that he does. From the album Trash, very late 80s. Then he does a fan favorite, $1 Billion Babies. Even has a big baby comes out on stage and like he's got dollars and dollars are coming down and shit on the stage, and he's a $1 billion baby hopping around on stage, huge. And then they let Kane Roberts rip into a guitar solo, and Kane Roberts, very physically fit guy, good, muscular guy, tall, plays guitar and just shreds on it. Did a phenomenal job on this guitar solo, and I love Kane Roberts anyway because he's badass, and he did a hell of a guitar solo. Then he cuts right into one of my favorite songs, and the song that I came in on, Roses on White Lace, which is one of my favorite Alice Cooper songs of all time. Unless you got like a college radio station that just plays whatever they want, independent radio station kind of thing, or like when Alice Cooper does his radio show, he'll play whatever he wants. You won't hear that song too much, and it should be like one of those ones that everybody knows if they know Alice Cooper, because it's a badass tune from the opening note all the way through, and the lyrics are badass too, like usual in Alice's songs. Alright, then they go song 16's My Stars, which is a really good old school Alice tune, late 70s. Then they do Devil's Food, but they do it where it's the band only, no singing. Then they do it the Black Widow Jam, with a drum solo in there, and then they cut right into the song Steven, and then they play the song Dead Babies. And then the next song they do is another band only song called I Love the Dead. And then the next last song is Escape. And then the very last song is Freedom. So, like I said, it's like his character's kind of caught up at the beginning, goes through all this stuff during the show, and at the end he escapes, and then he has his freedom. So that's how they kind of finish up the show, kind of, because of course Alice isn't going to let you down without at least an encore of some sort. Comes back out. Some of you are like, well, he never did the song School's Out. I know, he was saving it for this encore right here. does the song School's Out. Of course, everybody loves it. I didn't see too many people leaving whenever the lights were still down, and it was, like he walks up the stage. Some people don't want to stick around for the encore. They're, I got to beat the traffic, because they think that 10 minutes they're going to gain is a whole bunch, and it's not. They're not going to gain jack shit, really. And I'm there to rock anyway. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time, baby. So let's do it. And pretty much that kind of wraps up the set. Like I said, October 28th this year at the Back Theater. It's going to be Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, the man we just got done talking about. If you need a Vegas trip and you need a concert at the same time, come out. I'm also going to be going to the Cult the night before, and I got tickets available for that one for people that may come out. If they come out and they want to go to a cheap concert, so I'm not going to charge like a bunch. It's not what it's all about. I didn't pay much for the tickets, and either I'm going to have an extra place where I get more jam room, or I could have a bud sit in that seat, a friend, and a fellow rocker that wants to get down and party down. So either way, I'm a winner because I didn't pay jack shit for the 4 tickets that I got. So even if I only use 2 of them, that's pretty much. If I would have bought one by itself at regular price where I'm sitting at, it would have been about that much anyway for all 4 of them that I got on that special deal. So come on out to Vegas, October 27th, 28th. We can go to concerts together and jam. It's going to be fabulous. Maybe even get into concert mode together. I was in concert mode for this one for sure, damn well. All right, but we're going to head out, get off this. We'll see y'all again next Tuesday. Like, subscribe, comment. Please keep it rolling in. Keep spreading the word. I love y'all. And I will talk to you next Tuesday. Don't know what review I'm going to do yet, but of course we'll do something. I've been to a lot of shows. I got reviews wrote up. It's just time to get the words out to you. Love y'all. And remember, we still got a lot more rocking to do, bitch. Bye.